All right, everyone ready?
Oh,
No.
I think so.
yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm here. I'm ready.
I'm here.
It's all we can do.
Green screen is up.
Quiet on the set. We're ready. We're ready to roll over here, Andy. Whenever you're ready. We're just
All right. Boom.
No!
Ahoy!
Ben
Yeah,
was in
I'm
fact
going.
not ready.
I wasn't.
Hi, everyone. Welcome aboard. If you need another ahoy, 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 ahoy. There. Welcome aboard.
And a baby ahoy.
Yep. Anyways, as always, I'm Andy, your dungeon master. With me is my charismatic crew.
No, why?
Yeah, too bad. Deal with it.
It's because I'm American. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, what? And you don't have Riz?
I I mean, yeah, I do, but that's not the point. That's not beside the point here.
The slight like gravel in your voice there. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah,
Anyways,
I can change it. That's Bygram's smoothness
anyway,
coming out.
sound off, everyone.
I should do the episode like
What?
that. Hey guys, how's it going?
Just do the sexy voice. All
it's
session.
the hey.
It's the hey multiply. That's what it is.
It is.
Oh my
However,
God.
I'm sounding off by saying, why does Beth look like she is part of a nouveau art, like 1920s?
Because she's beautiful and a masterpiece. Anyways.
Oh, this is messy, but art.
Yeah, the lighting's good. That's all I'm saying. There's like a soft focus on you. You look
Oh,
beautiful.
good.
It's very yellow.
The lighting for me is bad.
You are in the sun.
Listen, you're both
Mhm.
glowing in
I-
very different
I
ways.
I have foam set up to block most of the light from my window. It's not happening.
It's okay.
Perfectly balanced.
That's okay. You're just like the baby sun in the sky.
The storm rolls into the port again. The waves crash on the sand. The storms don't scare the sailors here as they prepare to leave land. Hoist the sails to catch the winds, a new adventure to begin. And our blood is of the sea, 'cause we yearn to be free. And we'll look to the horizon, it's where you'll find your prize in. 'Cause the storms don't scare the sailors here.
Anyways, speaking of liking it, what happened last time?
Oh, it's me. That's right. Oh, last time on Charisma Saving Show. Fia killed an elf. We killed this giant mushroom creature, and we learned it was
I feel
nothing
like
but
I
plant
killed a
matter.
lot of things,
I
by the way.
okay,
That was like
okay.
10
Can I?
elves.
All right.
Carry on.
You know what? That's fine.
Oh,
Bygram's
yeah.
chaotic arc started a little bit. Just a little sprinkle there. We found an emergency
Are you
tunnel.
sure about that?
Absolutely. You saw the way he looped Fia's arm and was like,
Oh,
"We're
right.
going." Yeah.
Yes.
Chaos incarnate.
Chaos.
Just no permission whatsoever. That's what we do over here. And
No.
See, seized by the Rizma.
Wow.
ah,
Living dangerously.
Sorry, Ben. Please continue.
we found some cool crystals, but Ty had an allergic reaction to them. Locke has them. Bygram and Ty found a dead person. An envelope that had like their name and information. I don't know if we're going to go see their sister or not. Locke briefly mentioned their dad. And we keep walking down this tunnel that has a lot of vines. And that's about it. I mean, we also killed a lot of other stuff, but yeah, I feel like
And you found that every dead body was at a right turn.
yeah, that too.
Now I have to remember what Locke said about his father.
I didn't say anything. I just said I don't know my dad.
Yeah, that was it.
Perfect. I don't know him either.
Doesn't know dad either. Okay.
Oh, he's got mommy and daddy issues. That's not
Yeah.
That's why.
I don't know which one of Locke's are worse until you meet his father.
Excuse me. I don't have any issues.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You're totally normal.
Absolutely not in denial.
Right, Ty?
Yeah.
Would you...
Ty's just
Anyway.
choking on a drink.
Locke is munching on cheese.
Cave cheese.
Gosh,
Not
I
cave cheese. Yeah, you guys.
believe, yeah, you got everything besides
Yeah.
like minor details like things popping out of holes and figuring out that
Navigating.
the crystals have magical properties that are specific to things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're by a hole now, aren't we?
Okay,
Yes.
but can I be a podling? Is that what's happening here?
Um,
Can we put a pin in the podling? Like, save it for later. I feel like now is not the most opportune time, because then Bagger will have to carry you.
I can still walk as a little podling. It's just this is the second Dark Crystal reference today, and I'm.
The worst part is I thought you said dog crystal for a hot second.
Oh.
So coming back, all of you are sort of single file in this slightly collapsing mine tunnel. You see ahead of you there are sort of two branching paths. There's also a huge pit directly in front of you. It seems like the ground here might have collapsed. Maybe there was something else here, but something has collapsed downwards. You see that there is a tunnel sort of to your left and a tunnel to your right. The left one has a little bit of debris here and there. There seems to be more of this moss or this strange plant matter along the walls that way. But detail I added for the other side, you notice that the other side has a lot of rubble, collapsed beams. There's sort of a, forgetting the word for them, but the wooden frame in mines that keeps the walls from collapsing. There's some of that still intact here, but the right side, you notice that there's crystals, and the moss around these crystals is sort of bioluminescent.
It's pretty cool. I lost my voice.
It's because you went supersonic too many times before we started.
Well, okay, team by Grim. This is sort of your show. Which way shall I scout?
Oh, yeah, me.
Like, if I'm sure if we go, is it to the left or is it to the right? Because all the bodies are already.
If we go
forgotten.
right, there's going to be a body.
So, like, we can go find the body, or we can go to the other door. It's basically body, no body. What do you want to do?
I guess we can go get the body. We'll go right.
I have a question.
Oh, for me?
Kind of for the whole group, a whole bit of a
Oh, okay.
consensus.
Oh, that's fine.
That looks real fun. Should we take some?
The rocks.
You notice next to you there are blue crystals that jet out of the wall, and there's that sort of strange moss, and as it gets closer and closer to these crystals, it's getting more blue and sort of sickly and bioluminescent.
I meant the moss, because like I have a lot of the rocks and the crystals. I've already taken, I think, one of every colour so far, unless we find a different one. But this moss looks strange, doesn't it? And
Well, I mean, not to be the voice of caution, but last time someone, touched something around here, it tended to get a little bit zippy. So I just worry if the moss is growing from whatever else made the goo. You know what I mean?
Are you saying that I might turn into one of the weird things we did brain surgery on?
No, but that I don't like the hopeful tone in your voice.
I just thought he
A
looked
little
pretty cool.
suspicious. I realize that, but also he was super dead.
But maybe like I wouldn't be.
Not important at this current juncture. We can talk about your ascension to undead cryptid status later. I just worry that the moth might also have that same sort of burning toxin.
But I thought we could maybe put it like in a little vial so that like Bygram could be like, Maliki, look, if he ever gets the chance to again.
Do we have any vials?
I don't know if I do, but does anybody?
I don't think I do.
I got nothing. I got the school staff, but that's about it. I could put it in my pocket, you know? Yes, the
I
bird
just
stuff.
don't know if that's a good idea, Locke. I just worry. All right.
What?
I'm gonna touch them all.
Yay!
No,
You just said not to
just-
touch
I know,
it.
but I would
Alright,
rather touch them
exactly.
off than Locke touch them all.
All right, Fia. Don't worry about that.
Oh no.
That
Okay.
roll that showed up.
Was there a roll that turned up?
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I accidentally pressed something on Kyrene's sheet. Okay. If you are going for this moss, make a sleight of hand check for me.
All right, I'm good at
You
those.
try and delicately grab it in a way that you don't touch it with your fingers, unless you are going straight in.
Locke is gonna look at Ty with a pout, like,
I was gonna grab it.
No one should
Guess
be grabbing
what?
it.
That's a natural 20 for a total of 27.
Ooh. 27. Okay. You are able to, covering your fingers a little bit or scooping it with the side of your hand, the glove end.
I was thinking kind of my dagger and stuff to try to like
Yeah, you can
lift
kind of
and
like
peel.
lift and peel it. It very much, as you pull it out, you have to tug it a little bit. Can you make a athletics check for me?
Athletics?
Yeah. You're strong, right?
So strong.
She's pretty
Oh,
athletic.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a
Just about as strong as Locke.
3.
Okay. You are able to sort of like get your dagger underneath it, scoop it up, and like try to pull it away from the wall. And it's pretty fastened to the wall. It takes you a little bit, but you're able to cut through some kind of root or something that it has that is cementing it to the wall, and you're able to pull it free. And you don't touch it. Despite all your effort, you do not touch it, but it does. You do notice as you pull this bit of moss away, there's like little roots from like the other sections that you didn't get that kind of like they writhe a little bit, but not like they are. You know when you pour like soy sauce on like octopus and they kind of wiggle? Yeah, like the equivalent of that.
Gross.
Did it just move?
Yeah, it's a little wiggly.
Alive.
Well, I mean, it's a moth. Of course, it's alive. It's not a dead moth. Come on, Ty, get it together. It is, however, a little bit funkier than I anticipated.
Locke will open a pouch like.
Yeah, like a rag to put it in. I'm worried that it might burrow into your skin and fasten on.
It's a leather pouch.
Are there any holes in the leather pouch? Like, is it by itself in a leather pouch? Does it have access to a knife? I don't trust it.
Probably has access to my rapier. But, you know, it's right there.
Alright. Promise me, Locke, not to dink around with it until we can have a better look at it.
Sure, it's not any of my business. I'm just holding on to it for Bygram.
Yeah, but it's cool and it glows, and I feel like you might answer the siren song of it. You know what I mean?
No.
Alright, well, truth be told, I don't know what I'm going to do with it now, so I suppose I'll put it in the pouch, but if I see you messing around with it, I'm going to throw it on the ground.
I'm not gonna touch it.
Put it in the pouch.
I'll close the pouch.
Get my eyes on you.
Great, we got some of this weird wiggly moss. Now what?
I'm just sort of hoping it's not like a spider's web, you know, and now we've alerted a larger organism.
Yeah, probably should have thought about that before we chopped it off the wall.
I didn't.
Well, who's to say it wasn't thought about?
Right.
I just said
Who's
that.
pick?
No, listen. It's important that Bygram has, like, evidence to, like, learn more about the weird stuff, right?
Is his god very evidence-based? Is it like court?
They don't know what the fuck is going on. I just say, you know? Like, she's like, I can't go in there, so she doesn't know about the wiggly moss. But if we brought the wiggly moss to her, we could be like, sorry, Bygram could be like, look at the wiggly moss. And she's like, I know exactly what that is and exactly who that comes from. And it's from that bitch down the road. You know?
Sure. I can't pretend I know a whole lot about this sort of stuff either.
I don't
Did we say right tunnel? I don't remember.
Right, for the body.
Yeah, for the dead body. That's
All
all
right.
I said. That's all I wanted, and we picked
got some
moss.
You got moss now.
I
Do
did
tell
not.
me though if my leaky talks about that bitch down the road, because I'd love to hear that.
She would never
That's what
use
it
such a
How do you
phrase
know?
to describe.
Do you think the gods live in like a neighborhood together? Like, are they all neighbors?
Probably.
Maybe.
I don't know. She got her own domain. That's all I know. Fancy
but, like,
living. That's
What if
She's
it's like a
rich.
house
yeah.
and then like a house is beside another house?
That'd
Anyway,
be weird. I don't know.
Mind your step. There's a vacuous hole that leads into what I can only assume is eternal torment below. So I'm just gonna hop over and yeah, don't fall in.
Yeah, so anyone trying to move past the hole, make an acrobatics or athletics check for me.
Here I go.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, I
Maybe.
didn't roll good either, to be honest.
If maybe you'll find out how deep the hole is.
Great.
I did great.
Okay, Bygram.
Hey, I can't help but be a specimen of physicality, you know? It's hard. It's hard out here.
Are we given those numbers?
Yeah, give me those
Oh,
numbers.
yes. I don't know who wants to go first.
10.
I'll take Fia's first because
Oh.
she's the one in the lead. And we'll see how
23.
23. All right. Yeah, no. You gracefully and a little bit show offishly leap over it, and then flip around and use that momentum to launch yourself Yeah, you're
Above
fine.
it.
You get over there real easy.
It's not too hard.
And assume you step out of the way to give your friends a bit of room.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna scout a little actually.
All
I'm just
right.
gonna wander off just a teensy bit.
Of course
Okay.
she is.
Who would like to go next? Because technically it's Locke, but I mean,
I will go
If-
next and fail miserably with a 10.
okay. Locke, you're able to leap over the hole, but you are on the edge. Could you make a dexterity saving throw for me?
Mm-hmm.
There goes the boy.
Listen, I have good balance.
21.
21. Okay. Yeah, no, you're able to kind of lurch yourself forward just in time and not fall into the pit. You do kind of using the momentum to keep yourself from falling in. You kind of do rocket into Fia a little bit, but the two of you are fine. Who's next?
I only rolled a 12.
12. You did better than Locke. You make it over the pit.
Great. I was distracted by Locke almost falling.
I rolled a 26 because my boy is. We're good at one thing, and it's
That's
this.
what we do.
Yeah.
You're good at other things too, Grim. Don't sell yourself short.
I mean, yeah, that's true. You're
Truly,
right.
you could jump, hit the roof, hit the bottom of the pit, jump out of the pit with this.
It's me, Mario.
Okay.
You find a weird flower and then all of a sudden you have fire powers?
I'm tied now. That's all that matters.
Yes.
All right. So contrary to the rest of this map, I'm shrinking guys back down to 5-foot squares.
Okay, because we were really
Yeah, you get it.
massive. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. There we go. That's normal. Okay. You see ahead of you, there's a couple of like collapsed beams here and there you might have to push past. It's a bit of rubble and rock. You do notice partway through the tunnel that there is just a like thorny kind of vine that goes from one corner of the tunnel and kind of arcs up and into the ceiling. But also, you can see more now. A little bit more.
Everything is glowing.
I don't think we should touch any more of that moss or that vine.
Probably why. Do you want me to scout ahead a little? I promise not to touch stuff.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Right. If you're scouting ahead, you will need to sort of either move through things, around things, or move things out of your way.
Well, we all know that I'm going to like try my best to do in all those classic art heist movies where the lasers and then the girl does the really unnecessarily sexy like gymnastics routine to get through.
Well,
That's
that's a
literally
good.
what I do.
We're filming this in spooky month, so I'm gonna pull out the Resident Evil movie laser scene.
Oh,
Thank you. Anyways, yeah, make an acrobatic check.
Alrighty.
There's no body by Grim.
Wow.
Not yet.
eventually, I'm sure.
Might be Fia's.
Yeah,
23 again. Wild.
let's go.
Girl, I gotta stop you somehow.
Listen,
Unstoppable.
I in this form. Just wait till I get my hands on that magic sword. Everyone's toast.
Let's see.
You're sweaty with that magic sword.
What thing? The kettle is sweaty.
Sweaty. Sorry, sweaty. Boy, making your vision translucent. loosen sure doesn't help me figure out where it is. Okay, right there. That's as far as you can see. Yeah, you see that the moss, the blue moss, actually kind of mixes with some of the green and continues down this tunnel, and it starts to coat the walls and the ceiling. There is a about 30 feet down, there is just a huge mess of roots that are coming from the ceiling that block the tunnel. It doesn't block it completely. You and Locke could probably squeeze through. Vigrim and Ty could maybe squeeze through, but they might get a little too close to this. But
it's like operation.
But yeah, but
it's hard being
chop their way through.
Oh.
And I will say these roots don't look like they're like wriggling or anything. They just look like they're like tree roots. They look a little gnarly because you're in dark vision and everything, but I guess you have a little bioluminescent light, so they maybe look a little bit more sinister just because of that.
I'll just sort of mention, I'll just sort of like whisper shout back to the party what's kind of up ahead. And I'll say, should I keep going? We haven't found the body yet. So, but it is getting worse as far as creepy moss.
Probably means we're getting closer.
Should we check the other tunnel for the body then? Surely there's going to be a body.
Ty said that the body might be you.
Ooh. That's an interesting little conundrum.
I'd rather it not be Fia's body, so
Well, sometimes we don't have choices in these matters, like
don't mind me moving the map a little bit.
Like, I can try to press through. I can, here, let me do a test. And I'll pick up, like, a chunk of rock or something, like, loose on the ground. And I just want to whip it at the roots and see if they...
Okay, at the roots, make a attack roll.
Okay. Would this be with what? Like, just with my dex?
Yeah, I guess with your dex, no proficiency.
Okay. But I'm not proficient at rock whipping?
Nope.
Beg to differ. I pinged a few people on the ship.
That doesn't mean you're good at it.
Yeah, that's true.
I got an 18 plus 4, so that's 22. I am unstoppable.
One fear.
Out of this
okay. So this does 1 plus your strength modifier and damage. Ooh, 2 damage.
Watch out.
You throw this rock at the roots, and the impact sort of makes them move, but not like... It's not like something reacting and wiggling. It is the impact of it, like, breaking through some of it and, like, pushing some of it. No reaction.
Alright, so I'll just turn back and say, they do not appear to be sentient.
Which one of you has the sending stone again?
Luck.
Luck? Okay.
Shall I go forward? Carve a larger hole?
I think the denser they get, the closer we're getting, but what do I know?
I agree.
I say we go for it.
So are you folks going to join me? Because you got to watch out. There's a lot of shit in there.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will follow you.
Alright, do exactly
Okay.
as I did.
Alright, if you're going
Oh,
through, if you're moving through things, make acrobatics checks for me. If you are moving things, make athletics. I will say, Ty and Bagram, I'm giving you disadvantage on any acrobatics checks for this.
Okay. I guess
Oh.
Armor and also big and
You
strong.
don't need it.
Oh no, the first one was a 4. So, acrobatics, you say?
If you are doing acrobatics to get through this rather than moving stuff, then yes.
You don't want to move things, so 6.
Okay.
Well,
You trip on the first low beam and fall backwards. No, actually, yeah. The you don't realize that the beam is split in a certain place, and you trip over that as you're trying to gingerly make your way over some of them, and you trip forward about here. You're prone.
Okay. Put my hand right in the moss too, like fuck.
You trip onto like a
Great
bunch
hand.
of like gravel and rocks that are a little bit sharp. You don't take any damage, but it hurts.
it hurts knowing we all saw it.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
that too. She'll kind of right herself a bit, but
Locke will try to come help.
All right, make a acrobatics check.
I had rolled an 11, so it was 18.
Yeah, you're able to kind of like skirt under, skirt around, and skirt and leap over some of the beams. You're able to get the tie, and you can probably just make your way over to Fia easy.
you two should go first.
Okay.
She wasn't kidding about it being tricky.
Okay. Locke, you are able to kind of skirt past and slide under the like odd vine that makes up most of this tunnel. Okay, Bagram.
Bagram being Bagram, after seeing Ty kind of biff it, he kind of did athletics because he's like, I'm gonna just move it out the way because that's what my boy would do, and we got a 14.
Okay, 14. Yeah, you're able to just pick up the wooden beams and poles and just kind of push them to the side.
There we go.
Some of them are a little bit stiff, and there's actually one where you try to move it and it just digs into the tunnel more, so you end up snapping it.
That's the cost of being strong, you know? Just
Yeah.
I
But,
want to
yeah.
look for a reaction from anything around the tunnel while he's doing that.
Okay, make a perception check.
I'm sitting on the ground anyway, so
studying my moves, I see.
I'm
It's
trying
all
to
in
help
the-
you.
not great. 12.
12? No. Either because of the low light or because there's not anything necessarily directly touching these beams. There's stuff like near it, but it doesn't look like anything's reacting.
Okay. Maybe I'm wrong to think there's more to it. But I just have a bad feeling down here.
Why do you have a bad feeling? Look how nice it looks.
Yeah, I don't know. Between those rocks being an amplifier and this moss seemingly absorbing
are we
that kind of
forgetting?
energy,
The undead people.
and the dead people.
But maybe,
Yeah, how could we
maybe
forget
they
about them?
weren't like killed by the moss. Maybe they just died here.
And the moss
But,
took
like-
them over.
Mm.
There were
Yeah, that's
vines
not
inside the
better.
bodies.
I mean, sure. That's true.
I still don't think we should touch it. I realize I just fell and probably did, but we still maybe should try to avoid that.
Mm.
I'll go last.
Okay.
All right.
Let us know if you start developing any more homicidal feelings, wanting to attack us, any more than normal.
Who, me?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Oh.
Not you. I hope not you. Only Kate.
I don't know. I was like, that's
We
strange.
haven't had these before.
I haven't thought about killing any of you
Yes.
That's good to know.
yet.
All right,
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
great. I'll go over to the roots and I'll start just chipping away at them with my dagger, I guess. Like the big root wall thing.
Why don't you sneak through first? If we have to move it, Bygram and I can actually cut it away.
yeah, we can put our muscles together. Yeah, that's
All
pretty.
right.
I
I will
sneak
try.
through with you.
Well, probably not at the same time.
No, I mean, I'm just like
All
right
right.
behind you, you know?
Okay. Well, I just wanted to check. We were holding hands earlier, so
All right.
right. I'm going to try to wiggle through the root.
All right. Another acrobatic chick.
All right. You're just trying to make me roll these so that I eventually roll poorly.
Maybe.
Ha! But it's not today, or at least not yet. Acrobatics?
Yeah.
That's 24.
You make it onto the other side. There's a moment where you have to like slide under, climb over, and kind of squeeze your way past. But you do it in such a quick succession that it's easy. It's simple. Like the wind.
Show off.
Yeah, she
I'm
is.
coming.
All right, Doc, just do what I did.
All right, you walk.
Rolled an
Acrobatic check.
11 again. 18.
18. Yeah. You follow in Fia's footsteps. Not exactly as quickly as she does, but you have enough spring in your step that you make your way through.
Here I am.
Okay.
She was wonderfully.
Ahead of you, there is another massive. No. There is coming actually out of like the ground and meeting up in the ceiling. There is just more roots and vines that they sort of, oddly enough, twist in a fashion. Like maybe they came from above and twisted down it.
Oh,
And some of them are like hanging, but they aren't like
corkscrew?
Like a
Sure.
drill.
like a drill.
Yeah.
But, like,
a
it's gone for a little-
wine thing.
you mean a wine opener?
It corks. But like yeah, like they kind of like burst out, twist around into the ground, and like they set up root there, but there's like some roots that are kind of dangling here and there, but you can kind of like move past it on either side.
Just before we go through log, I'm just going to taste this again. Gonna whip another rock.
I thought you said you were going to taste it, and I was like, don't eat anything else down here.
Right, make another attack. What those
Listen,
rocks?
I can eat what I want.
But you told me.
I've got
not
a
to
strong
eat
stomach.
Tired
You have a weak
Bagram.
stomach.
Tired and Bagram, what are your passive perceptions?
That's
15.
15?
10.
Is your passive perception only 10?
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to call me out in front of my friends like this. It's fine. It's fine.
No,
No,
10 is- 10 is-
I get
10 is-
I get it. I
10 is
too
not-
would
listen.
ask and make sure.
10 is fine. 10 is fine.
Is it? It doesn't.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like it.
No, I was like, I thought it was higher than that, but like, I think I'm thinking of a character in another game.
It's
Oh,
okay.
we are
Bagram wears a
dragging
dunce
Ben
hat. It's
today.
fine. I don't know what I did. I
Listen,
showed up happy.
Listen,
you know.
listen. No, you're fine. I just want to make sure it's
No,
not any higher or any lower.
No, my spidey senses are tingling now. I don't.
I don't think they are with a 10.
They are.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
Yes,
kidding.
right.
Absolutely. The two of you both noticed it. The two of you both notice. You kind of hear like the sound of like heavy feet and sort of shuffling and like a little bit of like animalistic panting that comes from. It's very low, but you can hear it coming from like back in the tunnel from where you came. and there's sort of the sound of claws, but there is like a very low skidding sound.
Um, I'm gonna hold my finger up to my ear and ask, like as a way to ask Bygram if he heard that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard it. What are we?
Can I pull him backwards and kind of peer around the corner?
Sure.
Do I see anything coming out of the tunnel?
Um, what's your dark vision again? 60?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Make a perception check for me.
Oh, 24.
24. You see on the edge of the pit, you see a large wolf, and there's a kind of like shadowed figure behind the wolf, and the figure is sort of hunched and looking around, trying to like gauge what's happening.
The wolf
And it,
is familiar.
yes, the wolf and the girl are familiar.
Um, yeah, okay, I'll step out. And actually, no, I'm not going to. I want to see what she's doing. Can I just watch her for a minute?
Yeah. So she's kind of holding the wolf from like falling into the pit. And you hear very low and hushed, like, "Are you sure they went this way?" And the wolf kind of just sniffs about, kind of shakes its head, and then yeah, let me make a perception check. Yeah, okay. The wolf kind of like sniffs around, and its nose kind of circles back into your direction. And you watch as the wolf kind of sniffs the ground, and its nose goes towards the area of moss that is cut away.
Hmm.
Sniffs that, sniffs the ground again, gives a low kind of growl and rumble, and motions its head towards the tunnel that you guys are in. It's like, and remember she's Southern, not that slight bit of Irish. Well, I don't know why they'd be down that way. You think they're okay? The wolf gives a little whine. Well, and they kind of just survey the area a little bit.
I'm gonna push Bygram a step backwards and whisper to him, I told her to stay at the entrance.
Oh, so you know who it is because it sounded like someone was, coming this way. And I
Yeah.
thought they were going to try to eat me because I'm pretty sure I'm delicious, but it's I'm kind of scared. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of,
We'll talk about why that was your first instinct another time. Or we won't. That's okay
the
too.
people with the most meat goes first. Ty, do you not read books?
Maybe not those ones.
Yeah, that's oof.
It's the wolf girl from the temple.
Oh, Moira? I think that's
Moria,
Moria.
Sure.
Yeah, she's
like the mine.
Oh.
yeah, she's cool, I think. I don't
Okay, well,
She-
she's looking for us. I don't think she or her wolf are looking to eat you, despite how delicious you claim to be.
I'm been told, but that's another conversation for another time.
Yeah, no, that's not another conversation. That's not a conversation at all.
Not for you. You're right. I'll talk to Locke about it.
If you want to talk to her, feel free. I don't know what her goal is down here, though.
Maybe to help us?
Why?
Because I know it's a crazy concept, but it might just be the right thing to do. It's all just maybe. They're doing it out of the kindness of their heart.
No. Well, you can go talk to her then.
I mean, they're going to come this way anyway. Someone has to watch Via in case, she tries to die but doesn't.
Yeah, well, they're getting further away, so
I'll wave them down. It's fine. I got it.
Okay.
Okay. Before we go into that, Ty and Locke, you're on the other side of these roots. Ty and Locke, yeah. Never mind. Fia and Locke.
Wow.
Fi,
Got the
sorry.
plague.
It's Fi.
What's
If I
ahead
call
of
fun.
us?
Oh, now the sun wants to go down. Hold on.
What is ahead of us? Oh yeah, I went to rock.
Yeah, all
And
right.
I got an
Roll that.
actual 19 for a 23.
Yeah, throw the rock, and
I need it.
it hits the top of the root corkscrew, and it kind of just falls pitter patter
Like
all
the
the way down.
coin thing? At the
Yeah.
mall?
The rock lands kind of where the roots meet the floor and continue burrowing down. Yeah.
Ian nudges Locke and was like, "Did you see that?
It was cool.
That was pretty fucking neat.
It was.
Too bad no one else saw that.
I saw it.
You'll have to tell them."
Sorry, gang,
You'll have to tell them.
I'm gonna do one thing real fast. I gotta turn my lights on.
Yeah, that's fine.
Leading the campaign. Is that enough of us?
Yeah. They just.
You guys scared them off.
We're not the ones who brought up cannibalism, like
That is not. How dare you twist the words I said in a sentence?
Continue.
How dare you?
You listen. I'm twisting nothing. I am simply interpreting the words that were said.
I'll get you back,
And
Beth.
it was very
Ben.
cannibalism.
Ben, Beth has no media literacy. It's fine.
I'm gonna get her back. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
All the people assume my bed is literacy.
Show up in Canada and I don't know, make her bed or something. I don't know.
That can be taken a certain way.
Clean
Anyways.
room.
Ew,
No,
anyways.
don't
Anyways, Fia and Locke. Yeah.
Hmm.
The roots don't move. The maybe from the force of you throwing the rock, the roots that are kind of dangling free from the ceiling wiggle a bit, but
Mhm.
you threw that rock pretty hard.
Yeah. All right. Well, the others still haven't followed us just yet, but I imagine that they're, I don't know.
Maybe they're
Having,
waiting for
like-
an answer, you know? Like maybe we have to go a bit ahead where the corkscrew roots are, and we can be like,
That's what I think.
okay, let's do it.
All right. Shall I go first?
If you want to, I could always go first.
Did you want to? I mean, I don't want to steal your thunder.
No, I feel like you've been, you know, blazing a trail, with your sneakiness. I'm not as sneaky as you. I'm pretty sneaky.
You're pretty sneaky.
But I'm not as sneaky as you, and if you think you would do a better job, I don't want to impede that.
Well, I don't want you to think that I don't think you're not capable of doing it. I think you're very capable of doing it.
Why, thank you, Thea. That's very nice.
Did you want to give it a go? Or shall I?
I'll give it a go if you really
All
believe
right.
in me.
I really do. I think you're going
Alright.
to knock it right out of the park.
Yeah,
Okay.
move you two up to it.
And
Okay.
Thea will like hold his shoulders though and bring her face very close
Mm.
and say, "If you die, I'm gonna kill you though, because I'll be right after you and I find out."
Thea, you're forgetting a very important fact.
You can't die.
I can't die.
Look at you go, lad. And I'll just like lightly like tap his nose and turn around and be like, "Get off, you know."
I'm going. I'm stealthing.
All right. How are you getting through this?
I'm squishing.
You're squishing. You're going low. Are you going low? Are you going against the wall? Are you limboing?
What feels like there's an entrance big enough for a lock-shaped entity to go
So
It's like
you
those
can
Japanese
you
games where
can
you
walk
gotta
through
escape.
either side of it.
through.
You couldn't just walk through, but you would be like walking into like hanging roots. You can push yourself against the wall and skirt along past them, or you can crawl. If you crawl, you won't touch anything.
Okay, I'm gonna crawl. I'm gonna be impaled on my back, but it's fine because I can't die. Let's go. I'm crawling. But
All right.
I'm also stealthing. I'm crawling stealthily.
All right. Make a stealth
Oh, you're
check
a
for me.
worm.
Stealth check. Where is? Oh, it's here. Stealth check. That's a 18.
Okay.
I am the sneakiest boy.
So it was 18.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. It take obviously because you're crawling and you're being really stealthy. You take a little bit. You take a couple of minutes, but you kind of crawl your way through there. What's your perception?
Passively?
Passive, yeah.
13.
13. You notice that the roots kind of like wiggle a little bit as you're like passing by, but you have like a good amount of room between you and them. Unless they can like lash out and like grab you, you're fine. And yeah, you make it to the other side. I'll put you there. And you have what? 30 feet of dark vision or 60? Do
30.
you have dark vision?
He has 30.
Okay.
Um,
Okay. As you come out on the other side, you see that the tunnel, the rocks of the floor sort of buckle upwards, and there are stones that seem to be from the ceiling that have fallen in places. You do notice that some of the rocks here don't really match the stonework or like the natural rock here.
he's gonna shout back to Fia.
Some of the roots they wiggled, and some of the rocks here are weird, but that's all I see.
All right, shall I still come over?
Um,
Does the tunnel continue or does it end at the weird rock?
I don't know.
All right,
Should I move?
I'll come over.
No, I can.
No, I'll just come over.
it's
I'll just come over. No. I mean, I'll come over. Safety in numbers, you know, the liters. I put a T in there. The liters. The liters of water. Anyways, I'm gonna come over now.
All right. How are you getting through? Are you crawling as well?
See, I don't know. Fia doesn't strike me as a crawling kind of a person. I feel like she'd be cocky enough to feel like she could avoid them without crawling.
So is she pushing herself against the wall, or is she just walking
Yeah.
through and kind of like shouldering her way through everything? Like there's
she,
all the
like-
dangling roots, and she could she could
She's trying to like airbender, like
yeah,
twirl
that's
her
exactly
way
what I'm
through.
thinking.
Yeah.
I hate that that's the no, like I love that that's the example I'm thinking of, and you just immediately
Yeah.
plucked it from my head.
Listen, we're all nerds here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like
Yeah.
to do that, please.
Not Ben wearing the custom-made sweater.
Yeah.
Not Erin actually having a tattoo.
All right, make an acrobatics check for me as you kind of like shimmy and like skirt your way around all the hanging roots.
Well,
This is where I get you.
it is where you get me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. That would be a 13.
Hey! So, you're making your way through, and you don't notice until it's too late that you kind of shoulder into one of the roots. And I need you to make a. You know what? Damn, it is still an acrobatics check. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna say a
Just a
disadvantage.
check or a save and throw? Oh, okay. A disadvantage.
Acrobatics disadvantage. Because you were caught by surprise.
Okay. Sounds good. Ooh, that's bad.
Oh,
Yeah. So that would be a, what is that? An 11?
okay.
5 plus 7? No. Yes.
Yours says 12
12.
here, I think.
Okay, that's 12.
Well, it's 12 plus whatever you got, but unfortunately, I rolled a natural 20.
Well, it was a disadvantage, so the first
Oh, it
roll
was.
was a 5.
Yes, never mind.
So it's a total of 12.
It's a total of 12.
Yeah.
Still got 12 either way. So you actually kind of brush one of these roots, and in doing so, you look at it, and it kind of wraps around your arm as another one wraps around your other arm, and they kind of all kind of converge on you and grasp into you and start pulling you into the ceiling.
Cool. Look.
I'm not.
You
What's
are
wrong?
considered restrained, and boy,
Absorbed. Just.
yeah, you're kind of like in the ceiling now as it's like trying to pull you
Cool.
in.
Oh, look. Look.
What's wrong?
Well, I appear to have made a friend.
Oh.
Look up.
And Locke, I'm gonna say from the angle you're at, you can kind of still see Fia as she's being. Well, you turn around and you see the massive like roots grab onto her and like pull her in, and there's still some roots between you and her, but she is being pulled into the ceiling.
Well,
We'll cut back to Bygram and Ty. Bygram, you're gonna flag down Moria, I think.
Yeah, Moria. Yeah. And we have no, we don't know. All right.
Yeah, you have no idea. Those
all
two
right,
didn't-
that's cool.
Those two didn't come back to check in with you.
That's fine. He's gonna
Hubris.
just
We've
call
got loads of
Moria's
that.
name. That's about it. Like Moria, we're here.
Okay, you
don't know if
step
it
out. You step out and you kind of wave her down.
And Ty's here too, begrudgingly.
She looks at the wolf, gives him a good little scritch, and she kind of steps back into the darkness and then rushes forward as she leaps over the
Oh,
pit. And she kind of comes to a little bit of a skid. It's like, fuck is it? I like default to an Irish accent for my accident, and I can't do it yet.
it's addictive. join
I
me.
know. I can't just yet. Besides, she's southern. So, are you two okay? Where are the other two? Me and Raslin heard fighting a while back, and we sort of tried finding you, but you kind of skedaddled. A little bit hard to track, except for one of you has a bit of a stink.
We'll pick up on that part. What did you mean by that? I'm like
She's
a
a wolf. She's a
oh
wolf. She can track by sniffing.
oh. I mean, okay. Is it a bad kind? This isn't important. We're okay. We're good. We fought a lot of things. Let's see.
Yeah, I
We
kind
keep
of saw
finding dead
you're
bodies. Yeah,
making dead bodies too, huh?
it's rough. It's really rough. But glad you're here. Glad you made it down to the party. Me and Ty,
Yeah.
we're just gonna go down, see what the others are getting into, and
Did you find whatever you needed from here?
we think it's down this way, or at least
All
a dead
right.
body's down this way. Not in a creepy. Nah, that sounds.
All right. Well,
No, it's just that every time we went right, we would find a dead body. So now we're just going right because
okay.
we're gonna find a dead body. And yeah. How are you? How are you doing?
I'm all right.
That's good. You go to
No worse for wear.
yeah.
So you're here and Ty's here. Where are the
Yep.
other two?
They went to scout ahead because they're smaller, faster. Um, yeah, just smaller, faster.
All right. Well, Raslin and I thought you two might need some help since I don't know what's out there, but it seems like you got into some trouble. And I think about it this time, I think everyone in the tunnel, either because it reverberates or because you're in close enough proximity, you hear Fia struggling.
Yeah, we can use some help.
Lock,
I don't know what to do because, like, all I could say is like, stop doing that. But I don't know that it will listen because I don't know if it has a brain.
What is happening?
Fire,
We leave
or
them
like
alone for
fluffy
2
things.
minutes.
I am being crushed to the ceiling.
I don't have
I am
any of
becoming a
that.
slag. My right.
I
Still
don't
not.
have any of that stuff. I only influence people.
What about? I've seen you make water before. Can you freeze the roots? They have water in roots.
No, I just have like a big, really
Well,
loud,
some of them-
shaky thing. And if I do that, this whole thing could come down on us and you'll be stuck down here forever.
I do hate it here.
I know.
Lock thunder waves you all and it ends the campaign.
I'm-
Thanks for watching Prison Saving Show.
I can try. Hey, you ugly vine thing! Stop and let go of my friend. And he's gonna cast vicious mockery at it.
Okay, it's gonna have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Hurt its feelings.
Emotionally, that's
You're so ugly.
I
That-
hate to
That
tell
thing
you this.
you did with the rock wasn't even cool.
Okay.
I
What's
mean-
your saving throw?
A 16.
Okay, this thing has no bonus to wisdom,
I mean,
but
is it?
it rolled an 18.
Can it be charmed at all?
Who knows?
just charming plants. Okay. All right.
Okay, well, it's pretty hardy in the I don't give a heck category.
I can't believe I'm dying from a vine underground.
I'm
I definitely
trying.
thought.
Oh my god.
But I mean, it's not your fault.
He's gonna pull out his rapier and stab at the
Yeah, could you
stab
roll
me.
a d6 for me?
You're gonna stab me.
Oh,
I'm not gonna
boy.
stab you.
You're gonna stab me.
I've taken out my hand axe and I am getting through these vines violently.
I thought you said not to chop them up like
yeah, well,
like salad. What are you?
All right. For Ty, make an athletics check for me for how strong and fast you are chopping through this. Uh, Beth, what was that D6?
Oh, I was rolling the d6. I thought
I
Grayson was rolling the d6.
no. Well, I'll just I can
That's
just roll
my
it.
apologies.
As I can roll it. You take 5 points of
Okay,
bludgeoning damage,
I figured. Oh, great.
crushed and put into the ceiling.
Ow.
It's not me.
Ow.
All right,
Ow.
Locke.
I rolled a 21.
21. Yep, you are grabbing a root, chopping. You're gonna be through this pretty quick. Actually, I think you chop enough in a quick amount of time that you can squeeze through.
I'm gonna.
All
Well,
right.
damn, girl. Okay.
Locke,
I'm
you're stabbing at it with your rapier. Roll the hit.
Yeah. That's that is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Don't hit me.
And I'm good with it.
Are you striking
You
at
said you were a
the?
greasy little man with slippery words.
Are you stabbing at it with at the clump that has Fia, or the corkscrew, or like where are you stabbing?
Probably where Fia is, because I'm trying to get her dislodged, if I can see
Okay.
her.
Yep. All right. What's your damage?
Damage. No!
Oh no.
Where'd you go?
Oh,
it's right there,
okay.
It's right there. It's okay. Okay, cool. 11 points of piercing damage.
Oh right, I
Oh,
forgot you have a
brother-in-law.
busted ass dexterity score. Can't believe you almost rolled max damage. Unbelievable.
Mm.
All right. Okay. You stab it in this thing pretty good, and you watch as like the corkscrew kind of like in the most natural way possible revs itself.
This is getting Gurren Lagann vibes.
Oh no.
The like the hanging roots kind of like writhe in place, and like where you stab, a couple of them peel away, but they're still like Fia's head is in the ceiling. Like you can see her mouth and like
Oh no!
He's gonna try to stab again.
okay. Ty, you're able to get there now. You can see you see Locke stabbing at a bunch of vegetation in the ceiling as Fia is like wrapped up. You can kind of see her hands, her legs are kind of dangling, and she's being pulled up. Vigrim, what are you doing?
I mean, I wanted to lead Moria, but I'm just gonna, I guess, just run into danger. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess.
All right.
There's enough room for
Don't
Ty to
sound
get
too
through.
excited.
There's enough room for Ty to get through. You'll have a bit of trouble. Can you make
I know.
a...
Your boy is thick. I know.
Yeah, I know. You're so strong. Can you make a acrobatics check for me? Unless you want to muscle your way through, then it's athletics.
I can. Ooh, I can try an acrobatics. Sure. Ooh, that is a 9.
9.
Yeah, 9.
All right. As
Okay.
you start making your way through, the roots here lash out at you. Can you make a
God damn it.
acrobatics or athletics check for me to avoid being grappled?
I'll just roll athletics. I might as well get. 19.
Okay, this thing rolls a 12. So as the
Oh,
as the roots try to wrap around like your shoulder and your waist, you kind of just muscle your way through. You make your way out and you can chase after your Ty.
difficult, man. Oh,
All right, Fia. Sorry, Vigrim, you can keep moving. Fia, you can make another. I'm gonna say because you're in the ceiling, you can make an athletics check to try and escape.
Right. I'll just wiggle. Don't mind me. I'm great at these. So what? You know, strength save, strength check.
It's, you know what? I'll give you athletics or acrobatics.
I will happily take acrobatics, please.
And I would give you disadvantage on it, but I think it's
Oh, no.
preoccupied being stabbed.
It's
That's
being
great.
Stabbed.
Oh, that's a 7.
Oh!
Plus 7, so 14.
It rolled a 23 this time.
Wow.
You are still grappled and being pulled into the ceiling. Seekers, what would you like to do?
He's stabbing again.
Yeah, you take another 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Does it
Go.
look like Locke stabbing the vine is being effective other than making it like writhe?
So as he like stabs into it, parts of it peel away, like in pain, like pulling away from Fia.
Okay.
Don't worry, Fia. I got you.
You guys can also like use your action to like grab her and pull her out.
You can hear my bones crunching.
I might.
I'm gonna motion Bygram to hold her feet, I guess.
Like I'm just like here. Okay. Yeah.
And while Locke is stabbing it, I'm gonna unwrap my hand and facing like this direction, I'm gonna cast Burning Hands on the vine. Like I'm gonna put my left hand on the vine and cast it. I don't want to get Fia, but I want to burn the vines enough to make them let go of her.
All
Can
right.
you?
I'm gonna say this is gonna get like the weird corkscrew drill and like some of the stuff hanging. So that works. But Locke, I'll let you get your first stab first.
Okay.
Can Byron
It's a
be
natural one.
supportive?
Oh, good.
No. Roll damage.
No! I refuse!
You're
No, that's max damage!
All right, Fia, you
What
take 12
the
points of piercing damage.
Holy shit! Oh, I'm very bad, y'all. I look very bad.
Fia, I'm so sorry!
So Locke,
Oh, I
like,
am almost in single digits.
Bygram, you like kind of like rush up and like try to like grab at like Fia as she's in the ceiling. Locke, you go to
Locke,
thrust and use a lot of momentum. You kind of like leap up and thrust. The the roots pull away before you can hit them, and you stab into Fia, kind of like up into like
Oh, very
Up
good.
and-
Right to the vitals.
yeah, right into her
No, you stupid fucking plants!
I don't think Fia's crying. What is this look like?
Fia can't die, but I won't let her live a life of torment in your care.
Ty, Locke, as you like pull
No.
as gravity pulls you and your rapier out and away from Fia, in my mind you like maybe like stumble a little bit. Ty, you're casting Burning Hands.
Yeah.
All right, roll that damage. Does it have to make a save?
It, I believe, is a Dex save. Yeah, Dex 15.
It fails.
Okay. 11 points of fire damage.
Okay. You light this thing up, and there is a chemical smell in the air. Fia, you can make your athletic or acrobatics check again if you'd like.
I would love to, as I am being stabbed.
Just don't kick me.
You Ty, you kind of so you kind of grab onto some of the vines, and rather than it being like a cone of fire, the spell kind of arcs its way out of your hand and along the roots and the vines and the tendrils, and kind of like makes its way into the corkscrew and up into the ceiling and even down into below ground. And you almost hear not like a screaming, but like a little high-pitched whine. Yeah, Fia, what'd you roll for your acrobatics?
That's an 18.
Okay, you rolled an 11 this time.
Oh.
As this thing is being lit up and the flames dance across it, the entirety of the roots kind of writhe in pain, and Fear, you were just ejected out onto the
Bygram's
Onto
arms.
Bygram's.
into Bygram's arms.
Oh, we come
By-
full circle. I caught her as she fell. Let's go. Look at that
Hey,
storytelling.
cute.
I try to.
Meanwhile, I'm like holding my abdomen and being like, what the actual fuck, Lark?
Lark is straight up like just bowing on the ground.
I'm so sorry, Fia. I didn't mean to stab you. I was trying to save you.
Damn! You really put your weight behind it.
I'm really good.
I think you punctured my lungs.
I don't know how can I make it up to you? Are you okay?
He's gonna like hold her face.
Not really. I'm like bleeding out of my mouth and out of my nose.
No,
You can
don't
see like
worry,
maybe my
Fia.
cheekbones kind of
Fia,
crack.
look at me. Look at me.
Oh.
Look at me.
Oh.
I think to like bruise, like my shoulder looks like it's maybe slightly dislocated.
Fia, look at me. You're gonna
Yeah.
be okay. Okay?
And I.
Yes.
And you feel like a little warm sensation as you heal for hey as you heal for 10 points.
Oh, there we go. That's almost as much as you hit me for. Oh, all right. I imagine that like my arm kind of pops back in.
You feel
Okay.
sort of like the gushing and the warmness that is up into your chest cavity start to like recede, almost like the warmness is like leaving out of the wound as you are patched up.
All right.
Hmm.
Thanks, Pudgy. Oh, next time, stab the enemy stabs hard. That was good.
I tried. It moved out of the way. It tricked me.
You know, it
I
wasn't
was
your fault, but like
bamboozled.
you were. That was good fighting though. Good job, at least.
I was worried about you. I was really scared. And it was just
I was too.
it was just you and I couldn't help you because I don't have all the fancy things with my magic.
Well, once again, you're stabbing.
Oh,
It's pretty good. Did I notice while I was being crushed into the ceiling? Did I see the fires? Like, did I see Ty cast any of that, or was I like in the dirt?
I think you would have been able to like see with like your eye if you like look down. Like it would have been like kind of blocked, but you. I'm gonna say I like the idea that like you have a small window and you can see her
Okay.
like grab onto like one of the vines of the wall and just like grip it really hard as like fire kind of just bursts out of her arm, and it's almost like the veins and the cracks in it kind of light up as it's going like out of her arm. It looks super cool.
I think
There.
her right now, her back is towards the party, and she's holding her arm and trying to just calm down a little bit because it hurts.
Can I sort of struggle out of Bygram's arm? Sort of like
Yeah.
push up.
Yeah.
If you want to, that's
He
Well,
can,
I was
just,
just sort
he
of
can
like-
just carry you over.
I'll pat your cheek and I'll say, thanks, you're really good at that.
Yeah, I've been told. You okay to walk, or do you?
I think so, and I'll sort of like stagger a little bit over to Ty, and I'll sort of put my hand on her not fiery shoulder, and I'll just say, "Are you all right?"
Yeah, I'll be fine. I just need a second.
That was some good work. You really channeled those pyrotechnics, saved my ass.
Yeah, guess so.
Ty was right. You
In
were,
what way?
Right.
you were the body.
It really was starting to seem that way. Yeah.
Mm.
You okay?
Oh yeah. I'm just feeling tip top. I think And my cheek is like actively swelling. And I'm like, I think perhaps I really hate this place.
Join the club.
You're bleeding from the head a little bit here and there.
Oh yeah, for
Um,
sure.
Yeah. All of you, thing to add, like after the fire, the entirety of like the vines in that area, and actually down, like down the tunnel from where you came, they kind of just recede.
Mm.
And like
Yeah, we'll just sort of like give them the finger as they go.
the ones in the ceiling, like that go like from the ceiling to like into the ground, like they like pull away like something slithering away. And there is like a big hole in the ground now, but like you guys can step over it real easy.
Not that I'm, trying to slow the party. But would we perhaps like to maybe take a wee bit of a sit down or something? Is anyone else feeling particularly fucked up, or is it just me?
Yeah, I could rest.
Okay.
Well, why don't we just take a short little sit down and just sort of recuperate?
Do you want like a nice little warm bubble, or maybe a cool
Not
bubble?
warm.
Maybe a cool bubble then, maybe like something not so putrid and muggy as it is down here. Maybe it could be like a nice breeze.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably just gonna lay down on the dirt for a solid, 45 minutes.
Just let me know how I can help in any way.
You're doing a great job.
Could all of you make a perception check for me? Bygram gets advantage on this.
Oh, yay!
I got
Okay.
another
20.
natural one because I'm just staring at Fia.
That's fair. That makes sense. You are so preoccupied over the wrong you did and how to right it.
Oh, buddy, you're fine.
I got 20, but it's not natural.
That's
11
I got
for Bygram.
14.
14. Bygram and Fia and Ty, you notice that there is, once the like really chemical kind of smell disappears from like the vines being burnt, it's a little bit hard to tell at first, but I think you can kind of smell it in the air a bit. And I think because of who Bagram is, I'll give it to you on this 11. You kind of smell fresh air.
I would assume I'm hallucinating.
Yeah. And Ty, the other thing you notice is in the darkness, deep past where Locke was, there is kind of like where the rocks are buckling. You can kind of see the outline of like more vines here and there, and they kind of recede a little bit. But there's a couple of little figures looking at you. There may be child size. You can't really see them in great detail, but they have like little burning bright like yellow eyes.
Seeing that Fia is still bleeding from the head, I will, with my right arm, pull her behind me and take a step towards them.
Okay.
But also, like, saying to Locke in that voice that, when you talk to when you talk to an animal and you're trying not to like alarm them, but you're obviously being too calm about it. Like, Locke, come here.
Okay.
And sort of because your back was kind of okay. As you kind of like get everyone together and like turn to face them, they're gone. And you can kind of hear like the very faint sounds of like rock shuffling as if they're scampering away.
What's up?
What are you being so handsy for?
Or things
They're
in
more
the
vines.
tunnel. There are faces.
There's
Kids.
faces. Kids.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hello.
Children.
No, don't.
Oh.
I don't.
Look, I wanted to rest.
And as Locke says hello and it reverberates through the tunnel, we'll get our rest as it's time for a break. We'll see you back in a little bit.
Thea will get her rest.
Oh boy.
They're good kids. They're just lost.
Oh man.
Oh,
Lost
no.
the children, they
The
yearn
ring.
for the mines, obviously. That's why the
Yeah,
kids
they're
are in
the-
the mines.
What is it? The children of the corn?
One
Andy
fear.
is choosing violence.
Welcome to the Charisma Saving Show ad break. Looking for ways to support the show? We've got tons of great free options for you. If you haven't already, why not subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Twitter, or join our Discord? Already doing all those things? There are other great ways for you to interact with our show, like leaving us a comment, using our hashtag, hitting the like button, or interacting with our chat on premiere days. So set sail with us and join in on the adventure.
Ahoy and welcome aboard.
It's a 22. I rolled a natural 19.
Guys, it's only downhill from here.
You look over to Locke. He's very greedily like, you can put your money in this pouch right here.
Roll a persuasion check. What?
Oh no, buddy! That's a 1.
Oh no. I got a 3.
Oh no!
Oh.
Alright, stealth first. Ooh, not good. Not good, guys. Not good. Not good. We're off to a rough start. Oh, I have a +7 though. That's only a 12.
Oh, I got a 20.
Okay.
He's like, wow.
It's like, whoa.
Good job, Vigram. Really showed me your ferocity.
I don't like that tone.
Hello, everyone. Look here to do what bards do. Our sworn duty to tell you about grand stories, brave adventurers, and eels with thumbs. You're probably asking yourself, where can I find such tales? Well, I'm here to tell you about the new episode of the Charisma Saving Show coming out soon. You probably don't want to miss it.
I can't really say the tides ebb and flow pulls us back into our story, but hey, the undulating roots
The vines
pull
pull
away.
us into the ceiling.
The vines pull us into the ceiling, and we drop back down into our story in the caves, in the mines.
Into the arms of Bagrim. You're welcome, audience.
So all of you have gathered with Ty as she stares down something in the darkness.
I mean, I would like to be very clear. I am sitting on the floor.
You are sitting in the floor as Ty stares deep into the darkness.
I'm trying to find a patch of wall that doesn't really have any moss on it. Leaning against it.
Do you want me to go investigate?
No,
I'm really good at talking to people.
we don't know what they are.
But you said they were like little kids.
They were small.
They were small. I'm small.
Smaller.
No, I mean like we could relate.
Unless they're also
Hello,
filled
fellow
with vines.
kids.
Full of teens. Aren't you like 5'4" or something?
Mhm.
Or 5'9"?
5'3".
No.
No.
That's still decently tall.
Thank you.
You're so brave, Ken. You're so tall. Ken. You're so tall, Ken.
Thank you, Barbie.
But we'll never know. Just give me like 2 seconds.
What if this happens all over again?
What, if I get brought up in the vines,
Yes.
well, I have some big, strong friends.
I can't do that again.
Oh, you don't have to do that again. It was working when I was stabbing them. They just, the second time, it's just, well, I fucked it up a little.
I mean, technically, you did a marvelous job. You just hit the wrong target, but you did it really well. You did it with gusto, with oomph.
I'm not good at all of this other stuff. I'm good at talking to things.
I'm gonna turn to Fia sitting on the ground and hold out my right hand to help her up.
No.
If she takes it, I'm casting Cure Wounds.
Yeah, I will. Reluctantly. And I'll be like, oh.
If you want to rest first, we can do that. I didn't mean to rush you. I just meant maybe we should talk before we go in there, like swords out, ready to swing.
I think you're right that we don't want to lose them. It's just Fia's bleeding from her face.
Listen, I didn't mean.
I healed Max 13.
Ooh.
You full yet?
No.
Oh.
But I'm looking better. The bruise starting to fade on my cheek. My finger that was bent the wrong way kind of snaps back into place.
I let go of her hand as soon as she's on her feet because I'm sure mine are very warm, even my right one right now. Are you good?
Oh, feeling better. Thanks. Sort of like wipes the blood from under my nose. I wouldn't recommend doing that.
No. Okay. Noted.
Trip to the ceiling. Not as fun as it looks.
It didn't look fun.
Well, it's even worse. Being front and center. They said there were crazy little kids.
Oh, well, I didn't use all of those words, but I saw.
If we're in a
faces.
cave, no child is going to be like, oh, that's friendly. They're creepy.
I think we should follow them. I heard them walk away. They didn't just disappear.
Shall I go first? I'm very sneaky and usually much better at avoiding vines.
I'm going first.
Locke wants to talk to them.
You hear footsteps behind you as Moria
what the
and
fuck?
Raslin show up.
Yeah.
Y'all don't look so good. Well,
Holy shit, where did you come from?
the title. I
Been
already,
following us.
I already talked to Bagram.
It's
I
a
heard.
doppelganger.
Yeah.
It's a doppelganger.
I was in the ceiling.
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
Well, the entrance didn't seem very exciting, and I heard the sounds of battle.
Well, you're the one who wanted to stay out.
I thought you might need some help.
That's a doppelganger.
What are you going on about?
I don't know.
Are you working with the creepy little children?
There's kids down here,
Allegedly.
like
Uh-huh.
actual kids.
I don't know. You tell us.
Turns to
Oh,
look
no.
at Ty and Bagram.
Check and mate.
I don't know what the little guy's talking about, but
Did these two get like real roughed up? Because
oh yeah.
might
I
want to check.
may have a concussion.
I'm fine.
That is apparent.
Nothing
Are we
happened
gonna-
That is a
during
wolf.
battle.
You gonna follow those kids or
I
not?
will. I'm sorry.
He's gonna run over.
Well, look, I would feel better if I came with you.
No, it's okay. You stay back. You look fucked up.
No, I did. I'm 80% with you though.
Don't say that.
You look great, dude.
Objectively true. I actually think I took more damage from you than I took from the crushing.
Oh.
I'll work through that
I think it was
later.
10 crushing and like 12 stabbing.
Mm.
Sure was.
He's gonna go near the
I
hole.
refuse to go with you, regardless of what you say.
Don't get hurt.
We're co-leaders after all.
Okay.
He's gonna
All right, look.
go
Where are you moving
toward.
to?
He's going towards the. I don't know that there is a hole, but the rocks where they were.
Okay, I'll put you.
And I am hot on his heels.
Yeah, I'm not going to be far behind.
Okay.
I am here.
All right. I'll just move everyone up. Let's see. Gingerly. Slap. Okay. What's your vision? Okay. Okay. So, you see ahead of you, as you kind of like tiptoe your way like up to the stone area here, you see that the floor is buckled in a couple of places. Some of the stones have actually shoved their way up. There seems to be some of the rocks have fallen from the ceiling, and you can kind of see like places where they've tumbled from. But you can also kind of see mainly Fia off on the very cusp of your vision. There seems to be like little stones that are a bit brighter than the rocks here. Also, yeah, there's more. As you get closer and closer, the moss starts to go from green to like a turquoise to like a vibrant turquoise, and there's actually roots here that match the same color. And some of them snake across the parts of the tunnel here. Some across the ground, some across the walls, and a couple dangle from the ceiling. Again, there is another big vine that kind of goes through one wall and snakes its way to the other side. This one you can easily walk under, though. You don't see anyone here.
Can I listen for like little stompy feet?
Sure, make a perception check.
Can I look in like the sides of the walls to almost try to see if there's like hidden passageways that these creatures might be using, like hidden doorways or something?
Okay. You can do perception at disadvantage, or you can get up close and do investigation.
Can I get up close enough without touching anything?
Probably not.
That's a 9 for luck.
9? No. You don't really hear footsteps. There is a sound, but it's more of like pebbles kind of like falling. And it sounds like deeper down. You listen for a bit though. And I don't know how to explain it properly, but there's something you notice that is different here. The air in the cave, for the most part, has felt very oppressive. Here, there's almost an absence of that. So yeah, what are you rolling?
I'm gonna get up close. Well,
Alright,
I haven't rolled yet, but yeah, I'm gonna get up close. I haven't been careful yet, and I'm not gonna start now. Ooh. Rolled pretty good though. Investigation, you said?
Yeah.
That'd be a 21.
21. Kind of poking your way about. You see that there doesn't seem to be any secret passages around here. I mean, like, the most immediate thing that would be a secret passage is the big hole that's in the ceiling now from the roots. But other than that, no. You do notice that a lot of the plant matter here, though, is kind of protruding out of the stone, but also keeping it together. And your investigation shows that, like, you are noticing that there are actually, like, big cracks in the structure of this entire tunnel that moss and other vegetation is sort of stitched together. But no secret no secret passageways.
I had a thought, Ty.
Yeah.
You know, I read a lot of books and I've adventured a lot. And, well, I've heard about these weird little creatures and they're really, like, fun looking and sometimes they glow and they are like, hi, and you are also like, hi, and they're like, this is a nice interaction, and so you have like this weird sense of false security with them, and then they kind of go, I'm going over here, and you're like, wait, little friend, where are you going? And then they lure you into like a scary little area where something bigger is like, I'm gonna eat you.
Right. You think the kids are leading us to a trap?
I'm just saying, I don't know. I mean, they could, but sometimes, you know, those stories are wrong.
Sometimes.
And, like, you know, sometimes it's just like nature. Kind of like an anglerfish, you know? It's not the anglerfish's fault that it has a light on its head. It's not nefarious.
Sure. But I think you're right. We should be careful.
Well, maybe they're not like little bad guys, you know? Like maybe they're just like little mischievous guys.
Maybe, but that could lead us to danger. We have to go this way anyways, and it seems like it's getting denser. So let's just be careful not to get grabbed by vines.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard about any little like earth elementals that were like kind of like, well, the creatures I was talking about, they're called wisps. Do you know if there's like little mud guys like that?
Like,
Or like little stone guys that are like, I got to go.
would Bygram? No, I don't think he would. No, it's a first for me, buddy. I've never really.
Are there plants that kind of like the anglerfish that are like really pretty, and then like a bird will be like, wow, look at that nice little flower to rest on, and then the plant's like,
I mean, there's a Venus flytrap. That's
oh,
yeah.
right.
They
Look, I will say that I know this is kind of ironic coming from me, considering that I was almost literally consumed by the ceiling. But this area seems strange. The moss and the vines in here almost look like they're trying to hold the place together.
I guess they're living here, right? Like if you moved into a place and like the people before you that were there were doing a pretty good job at maintaining it, but then you took it by force. But you needed to be nice, so you're like, oh shit, I got to patch up this wall.
There, just I would perhaps suggest no more fire. I'm worried that if we ruin the infrastructure, the whole cave might come down upon our heads. Just food for thought.
Even saving show.
I can't do it again anyways, and probably wouldn't do me any good too, even if I could.
Well, that settles it then.
Actually, Ty, can you it's been a while since we've done one of these. Can you make me a Curse of Flame roll? Can you roll a d20?
Sure. 8.
Okay. Yeah, I really should have got you to do that earlier. That's okay. There's a brief moment where you're talking that you can't do this again, and almost like a sputtering lighter, you kind of like light up and spark a bit, and you catch on fire.
You're on fire!
Immediately will take the water from my canteen
Locke will
and pull it out.
I'll be going for a blanket from my pack.
Vigrum will throw dirt and mud. To just, we gotta. Only you can prevent forest fires. That's all I'm saying.
Ty, as your
Proper
friends start to not necessarily panic, but spring into action to douse you, you kind of all do it at once, and so you get dirt thrown at you, you get water thrown on you, you get a blanket.
This is the worst Avatar remake.
Doing great.
Earth, water, blanket, fire.
Blanket is air.
You actually yeah, you kind of burst into flames as everyone tries to put you out. You even get like, how effective do you think this is? Everyone at once.
Probably not super effective, because if she caught on fire standing close to them, her first reaction would have been to back away from them.
Okay.
Meanwhile, we're all trying to like jump on you.
Good plan. All right. So I think like as you're like sparking, you realize what's gonna happen, and you step back and burst into flames. So you don't catch anyone on fire, which is good. Your friends try to douse you, and you try your own methods, but they kind of like clash as like you are trying to shape water, and like your friends kind of bounce on you. All of you do feel a sensation of almost like a wave as water kind of just cascades on you in like a sheet. You look over and you see Maria's kind of like got her hands out. Is that normal for you guys or what?
Maybe.
I'm gonna unwrap the rest of my arm and look at where it's gone to.
It doesn't look like it's gotten worse, or at least not by like a huge margin, but you do notice like the darkness of the veins is like kind of like pulsing with like energy. Like it goes from being dark to like flaring up a little bit with red.
Unintentionally catches Fia's eye, and there's a moment of fear that crosses Ty's face. But she tries to stifle it and wraps her arm again, busies herself with wrapping it, and isn't really looking at anybody because she realized she just put them all in danger.
And I think sorry to interrupt, as you're wrapping it, where do you start wrapping it from?
The shoulder.
Okay. As you start wrapping it, it's sort of like the light recedes as you are wrapping it. So as you wrap it across your shoulder, you notice that it starts to dim there and then eventually vanish as you get all the way up to your hands.
Fia will go up a bit closer though still, a little bit positioning her back to the rest of them trying not to look super suspicious, but she'll just sort of whisper, "Are you sure it's not trying to get out?"
I don't want it to.
I don't think you have much of a choice.
I'm not gonna hurt you three.
You might not, but you might make it worse for yourself if you keep this up.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
It's better than the alternative.
It's really not. You
What-
literally lit on fire.
What happens if I break this tunnel?
Well, then we all die, but at least we go together.
That's not any comfort.
Yeah, but I don't think suppressing it is working.
It's working for now.
Sure.
I shouldn't have. I didn't
Well,
know
like
what
you
else to
wouldn't have.
do.
I would have been dead, so disagree.
Yeah.
It's a tool to be used just as everything else. You're letting your fear of it control you, and therefore letting it control you.
I let it out for 1 second, and then look what happens.
Yeah, because it finally got oxygen. But if you start exercising it more, it's just a muscle. Maybe it should behave.
I don't know if fire behaves.
Yeah,
Fire
well,
consumes.
it'll do that whether you want it to or not, I think. Better to let it blow off some steam.
Not down here.
Well, we might still need it, but don't make any promises. And I'll just sort of clap her on the other shoulder and sort of pull away again.
Don't worry, Ty, next time it happens, I'll just throw a giant wave at you.
Thanks.
Your NPC companion kind of turns to you guys like, you guys should maybe figure this out. I'm gonna maybe give you a hand and go ahead.
I'm fine. We can keep going.
All right. Well, Presley and I are gonna scout a bit forward, just because if that happens again, I don't want to be in the tunnel. But that's all good with you guys.
Fair.
Fine by us.
Stay safe.
Or
Will
don't.
do.
Don't worry about what she's saying. She's like the lone wolf type.
You guys also didn't answer her question when she was like, "Do you guys blow up often?"
I said maybe.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Emotionally.
You did go supersonic for a minute there, so.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, do you guys want to keep moving forward? Do you want to wait a bit just to make sure, like, everyone's all good?
Nope, we're moving.
All right.
Distraction.
Listen, we should wait. If we hear her scream, we'll know it's scary.
That's true. She could be our bait.
I mean, she's not the nicest, but I don't think she deserves to be fodder for the creepy children.
Okay, but like, she was the one making the decision to go forward. If you were screaming because you were like, I'm going forward, I wouldn't question it either. I'd be like, oh shit, Fia's in trouble.
You certainly would help her.
Oh, I'm not saying I won't help her. I'm just saying if we hear her horrid screams, we know that something bad is coming up.
I mean, we can just assume that something bad is coming up. This place is pretty much just something bad.
We don't know that.
We're pretty sure, look.
Okay, listen, we're pretty sure.
There's
I get that.
puppeted undead.
But there might be like in between
The
some
ceiling
like, little
tried to
friends.
kill me.
It
It
might.
did.
Bygram said there's little mud guys.
I said there wasn't any mud. What?
I'll start following after Moria.
Okay. She's just gone off into the darkness as you guys make your way kind of like upwards. You do see like there is like all these vines and roots that are like a different color. Ah, the people in the street are having road rage again. Anyways, you see, you guys have to step a little bit gingerly. You don't have to make acrobatics checks. It's just going to take a bit longer to get through here. Some of you could just, ninja hop around if you wish to leave everyone behind, but like,
Of course.
I mean, that's a choice for you.
Of course, I will make that choice.
All right, make an acrobatics check then.
Great. If I end up in the ceiling again,
Please don't.
it's meant to be.
We're here for you.
I'm gonna if you end up in the ceiling again, I'm gonna remind you. You have a re-roll every session.
I know, but I've wanted to. It felt fun. Acrobatics? It's been so long since my life has been in danger.
Like 5 minutes
22.
22. Yeah, okay. Y'all watch Fia literally ignore the danger to her life, and you watch almost like every time she leaps, you swear she's gonna get caught up in something, or like something is going to snap and grab her. And there's a moment where like she like leaps up and over the like big vine that kind of cuts through here and just like spins around it, and you swear something's gonna happen, and she doesn't, and it doesn't. She makes it to the other side.
Good job, Fia.
You go, girl. Look at you go out here.
And doing all this, you guys do notice like there's a clear path for you to just go through here. It's just,
Thanks, Fia.
you're gonna have to be a bit slower.
Sometimes you gotta live with Claire.
Mhm.
I'm gonna lag behind everybody like 5 feet or so.
Okay.
If Locke notices you kind of lag behind, he would pause for a second, and you would feel like a gross, wet little hand tried to grab your hand, but it's not one of his hands. It's just a little shape water hand, like trying to hold her hand.
Something about that is unsettling, just in the fact of like you think it's gonna be Locke, and you look and it's like clear water.
Just the hand.
Huh?
Somehow worse.
Yeah.
Like better, but also worse.
Looks at the little hand and then looks back at Locke.
Come on.
Thanks.
It'll lead you this way,
Okay.
like one of the wisps. Fia's
I'm
the
gonna-
danger.
Yeah.
Locke is a confirmed wisp.
I'll take the little wet hand.
Ah.
Your hand just kind of goes in it.
Cold though. Or at least it's not hot.
It's like one of those like really squishy stress balls or toys made of gel.
Or
It's
like
like-
the squishy hands that you can like throw
Yeah.
at things. 'cause they
Oh,
stick.
those things. Oh.
Little slap hands.
A little bit
Yeah.
denser, but like oh.
Oh.
All right, you guys make your way through. Fia, are you waiting for them, or just gonna keep rushing?
No.
You're just rushing?
Yeah.
You're gonna
Of
keep
course.
rushing?
Why would I wait? Of course.
Oh God.
Have you met me? The other ladies are already ahead. It's fine.
Yeah.
Such a hurry, Lord.
You get here as these guys are doing all that, and you see kind of like as you kind of like make your way around the corner, you watch as like Moria is like, it's less of she like appears, but more of like she like gets up onto a rock, and she like kind of gets into view and like waves you down. So I don't know if you can hear that or smell it, but we got a way out over here.
Oh, son of an absolute bitch. It's an exit.
It's you better see for yourself. An exit's a word for it.
Is it like a cave-in?
So where she is, she's sort of like, as you come out from this part of the tunnel that like it narrows, and you kind of have to like get like a little bit close to the moss, but like you're proficient in avoiding moss. You make your way out into what you think was a tunnel or a cavern, but you see kind of like to your left, there's a huge, massive cave-in of stone and brick and marble, and you kind of put two and two together, as you are the smartest one in the party. That this probably lines up with the other tunnel that you saw on the opposite side where there was a cave-in. And you're kind of like, and you're kind of scanning all this, and you see like there's pillars here, there's like flagstones, there's like chunks of stairs, and like you're kind of scanning it as you like meet where Moria is, and you kind of turn and you see that there is like a huge hole that it's not immediately there, but it goes all the way up, and you kind of lose sight of like where it goes, but you can kind of see a little tiny flicker of sky. And you see that there are like, where this hole is, there is all sorts of like debris. There is more pillars, there's stairs, there seems to be parts of like a bridge.
Does this look possibly like a temple?
Make a religion check for me.
Of course, my speciality.
Yeah.
Little Miss Religion up in here. Oh my gosh, that's so good though. That would be a 19.
19. You are able to catch it.
Temples.
Yeah, you've seen all sorts of temples now recently. This, as you are looking, you are seeing sigils, you are seeing like things inscribed, little phrases that you're not. Some of them are in Elvish and some of them are in Sylvan, and there's sort of just bits and pieces of sentences that you think, like there's like one that says nature's protection, there's one that says like dormitory, but you get like, you see like symbols here and there, you see a bit of a statue, like part of a body. This person has like a little brooch on them where there is like a unicorn. You see all sorts of like stone that is carved into like the illusion of wood.
Mm-hmm.
And you're guessing that this is probably where the temple collapsed into the mine.
Okay.
And as you kind of make your way up to Moria, and your party kind of like catches up a little bit, you can see the hole. You see Raslin's kind of like at the base of where it starts, and there is about like 100 feet maybe. You're not entirely certain, but it kind of, you can see the edge of a building as it sort of collapses downwards into this area, and you can see the midday sky above you.
Can I just, from the
at a bit of an
the
angle.
chunk of building I see, can I recognize it from one from town? Can I like triangulate where we might be in town?
You guys are far out from town, if you remember. So you guys traveled to the mine, and went underground, and then traveled outwards more.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure which direction we went once in the mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Crazy. Would we be heading in the direction of like the other town? I can't remember what name it is. Not the old. Okay. Okay. So we're just in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, well, which town do you mean specifically? I just want to double check.
Not the new. Was it Valor? Valor.
There is Valori. There's Old Valori. Valori. Um, there's one called Tide Willow, but that's far out.
Where did we come in? Where did we first enter
You,
with the birds, the axe beaks and stuff?
that was an Elvo. That's far away.
Oh.
That's the
Okay.
opposite. You traveled a full day across an island to get to Old Valori.
Okay, yeah, no worries. Okay. While I am alone with Moria, can I look her over to see if there's anything about her attire that would make her seem like she would have like faith in my leaky or somebody else? Like, can I try to scan for any sort of like hidden symbols or anything that would just lead me to believe that, you know, if she has any sort of connection to this shit?
I'd argue you can maybe do insight, but you could do investigation, perhaps.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, my investigation is a little bit better, but I don't know if I can get. Like, it depends on how close I can get to investigate. I'm okay with doing insight with it, which is less good, but makes more sense thematically.
Yeah, I'll give you like insider perception because you've like kind of gauged her a little bit. You saw her cast a spell. She made a big sheet of water, but
they're the same, so we'll see what happens. So that was close to being okay, and then this is 12.
Well, you get like the gist that she's some kind of ranger, so like you don't know if she necessarily worships Myliki, but she has told you that she's like she is invested in like protecting nature and like stuff that's going on here, but like she's kind of like a self-taught rookie, if anything.
Yeah. I just wanted to check.
You do know like she seemed to be a little bit knowledgeable of Shantia back at the temple, so if she's from around this area, she probably worships Shantia. She could also worship Myliki. Like, I think the information was shared with you that like Myliki and Shantia sort of both kind of have.
Yeah, like they share a domain.
They share the nature domain.
Yeah, so like if she worships nature in general, then she kind of falls under both of them. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that she wasn't here to further destroy the remaining temple. Can I, again, just before the party comes, I don't know if I'll have time, but I just want to go up close to her and say, is that Wolf the girl Grayson that's missing from the town?
I'm going to tell you the same thing I said last time. What are you talking about? I mean, like, yeah, Raslyn's a girl, but I mean, like, you seem really invested on some kind of, I think she's like some kind of shapeshifter or something.
Well, I don't know. Don't you think it's a little suspicious?
I mean, I guess she's pretty smart for a wolf, but I mean, all sorts of strange things happen. She hasn't revealed herself. I'm trying to remember what she said last time, like a couple years, I think.
Alright, well, I just didn't know if maybe she was cursed when the temple fell or something.
I mean, maybe. Not that I know. I mean, how do I put it? She doesn't really speak like common to me, you know?
Well, yeah, I figured that much. She's a big fuck-off wolf. But
she's a little guarded, but she speaks up when she needs to, I guess.
Alright, well, as long as you're both on the level, we'll find out if you're trying to hurt the friend by Grim. Stab you in the throat.
I mean, maybe she is a little girl or something, or whatever you're saying. She does have like a how but she has like a little like a she's got a Jones for oatmeal.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's not the thing I'd pick. You know, like if I was turned into an animal, if I could pick like my favorite food to stay attached to, it wouldn't
really
be
like oats.
oatmeal.
I don't know.
All right.
Well,
Well,
looks like your friends are here.
found a temple. Do your girl, Grim.
What girl? Oh, yeah. Maliki!
So, yeah,
Well, he's
Biker.
not here, but
Oh.
he didn't find the house.
Listen, maybe she is if we can't see her.
So
I would
you were
imagine if she
present.
can't see the place, this isn't her house.
maybe it is her house, but like all the security cams are off.
Oh,
She
no.
doesn't
Or
wanna
she was
go back,
evicted.
you know?
As you guys get in here,
Abandoned, you know?
you can see the sort of slew of debris and destruction and ruin as the part of a temple has collapsed into this cavern. And you can kind of, as I'm going to assume Moria and Fia catch you up to date, yeah, looks like there's a bit of a trek, but there is bits of temple you can kind of climb up to get to this part of a building you can see. And now that you guys are here, you can kind of smell fresh air. You see that it's still kind of midday-ish, not really evening. Bygrim, actually, as you step foot into here and can kind of, as you lock eyes with the part of a temple, and you can kind of see iconography here and there, you feel almost like a prickle of energy radiate through you.
Ooh.
I think you instinctually maybe pull out your holy symbol, and you can kind of see that the symbol is outlined a little bit in green, and it doesn't. It kind of blips a little bit and flashes, but it doesn't solidify.
Yeah, I got a bar of service. That's fine.
Yeah, you got a virus service.
Yeah.
Your data is trying to switch between like 3Gs and LTE.
Oh, no.
It's 3
can't-
Gs, 3 gods.
3 grains.
So this leads us out. But I thought the problem was down.
Yeah, I don't
There's
think we
something
can.
in. Can we go in the structure, or is it too collapsed?
So like let me essentially what you've seen is like there's like a temple here, and there was probably a bit that was above this area, and that area collapsed in. The rest of this temple was still here, and whatever is going on there.
I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're telling me I got sucked into a ceiling for nothing?
It's not nothing. We got to figure it out.
There weren't any bodies. Can I search for bodies?
What's your passive investigation?
14. Oh,
14.
Investigation. Wait. I don't know if that's right for investigation.
It might be 15 for you.
Well,
With your big brain.
with my big brain.
Massive.
Your passive investigation is 15.
It is. Look at me. I'm good at my job.
It's hard to tell because they have been nearly crushed into powder, but under some of the rocks here and there are bones and remains.
Hey.
So potentially
I'll them in the abdomen, and I'll be like,
"What's that for?"
Please.
Yeah, that's why we went right.
I'm gonna give you one little tidbit that was real funny to me. The episode's not over, but I'm gonna check elsewhere on the map. You're gonna see where the surprise dead body is.
Nice.
Yeah, the left tunnel. I gotta let you know the fact that every time you went right, there was a dead body was a pure coincidence.
Sure,
You
sure.
could have
Amazing.
gone
just
right to
moved
find
it.
that.
You just moved it so that we would go left. Or not left,
God, I
whatever,
wish.
right.
Actually, if you had gone the opposite way, here, I'm gonna reveal this shit for you, just for fun. If you had gone the opposite way, yeah, there would have been 2 dead bodies to the right.
Oh, so many dead bodies.
That's
We gotta
Yeah.
go back, guys. We gotta
Love
clear
me.
the map.
Love me dead bodies, I guess. Anyways, yeah. So, you guys have a big hole that you can climb out of and go into a temple. What are you doing?
Guess we're going up.
I don't think I can do that.
What do you mean?
Physically or like
Yeah, look at these noodle arms. I can't climb that shit. Are you joking?
I will say it is not like 100 feet like completely down like sheer. It's like at an angle. It's like at a weird angle, and there was a bridge that has collapsed, so like you can kind of just.
I was eaten by a ceiling.
You just danced through a whole bunch of vines.
Dancing is on a horizontal plane.
Are you telling
That's-
us you
that's
need
not
a
true.
little bit of
Help.
or rest?
I don't. You could give me 100 years of rest. I don't know if I'd be able to do that.
No, I don't believe that. You're pretty agile. Where's your sense of adventure, Fia?
Yeah, yeah.
It's not a sense of adventure. It's a sense of, I know my muscles. Agility, sure, I
You're
could bit
saying
and bop a little,
no
but
before you even try.
usually, that's why I do the shit I do, because I know I can do it.
Okay.
I mean, there's like a lot of like rocks that you could probably just run and jump between here and there.
Alright.
The bouncy type.
Maybe
Pretend
your
it-
What
arm.
about your wolf there, girly?
You watch as the wolf, who's pretty big, right? Just like runs forward and just like.
Alright.
don't let the wolf
Maybe
show
you
you
have-
off, Fia.
Maybe you have noodle arms, but you've got great thighs.
That is true. You have a point there. Alright, you've convinced me.
You don't even have noodle arms. You have a 12 strength.
Exactly.
You're stronger than the average Joe.
He's gonna
I mean,
thumbs
yeah.
up Bygram and
You
Ty.
got rope. You got rope. You got a grappling hook.
I don't think I have a grappling.
You got a rope.
You got
Bygram got some
pittance.
rope, yeah.
You got pitons, pittons. You got a.
Parry me.
They're actually called pitons, but
Alright. Am I going first? Is this the test?
No, the wolf's gone first.
Okay, other than the wolf CM. Jason away.
I don't know. What's the plan, Bygram?
I mean, I don't think we can.
What are we
Stuff.
looking for? What did my Beaky say to you in the vision? Was she like, find a corrupted unicorn or something? Or was it just like, I don't know what the fuck is going on there, Bygram, and I need to know? 'Cause
Yeah, kind of I mean, go to the mine, fight some corrupted things.
right, we checked.
Check.
We've been doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, we checked that off the box.
Right.
I don't know if there's any more corruptive things. Maybe. I mean, you saw like demon kids running around, so I guess we should investigate that.
They
Here's-
went this way.
Yes, they're probably here. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're not so bad. Maybe they're devout. You know.
No, I don't know about that. If you
They vote? What?
I said
Devout.
that they were devout.
Oh.
They were devoted.
I thought
They've
They're-
been devoted
They're
and
citizens.
devoted.
They vote.
They vote on what goes
On
on in
what?
the little
Kids.
mine.
who votes for more Moss? I.
Vote for my leaky.
Vote for us.
Oh boy.
But hear me out, okay?
Okay.
I don't know. There's something kind of nice about this location. In that, like, I feel pretty relieved. Like my lungs don't feel like they're being pollinated. You know.
Yeah. No, it's nice fresh air. I'm feeling pretty good myself being here.
Is that because
I
we
mean, yeah,
killed a
devil's
bunch of stuff?
advocate. If we have to come back down, we can just slide right back down the tunnel.
Yeah,
That's
I
also
think
true.
one thing you guys do notice is that like this area feels a little bit peaceful. You can see trees kind of out and above the hole. You can hear birds, crickets, frogs. Any of you with a passive perception or investigation above a 13? Bagram excluded. Bagram, I'm letting you just catch on to this.
Yay. Let's go.
You notice that the debris from the temple has no moss on it or anything touching it.
Maybe the
But
moth
there
was
is
trying
stuff.
to keep us in.
There is stuff around it.
You know what I mean? Trying to discourage us because it was like, well, they can't find this way if I make it really hard for them.
Maybe.
Why don't we investigate the temple? See if there's any clue there
Why?
for what happened here.
Yeah, why it broke? There's a bunch of dead people.
Yeah.
So many dead people. So many of them won't stay dead. Unless it's freaky.
To me, it looks like the temple's putting up a good fight. But whatever's in here crashed it down anyways.
Yeah. Okay.
So why don't we go check? If there's nothing up there, we have to find a different tunnel down here.
Okay.
Sounds like a
Let's
plan.
do it.
If Fia's gonna bitch about climbing, I'll climb first.
All right. Whoever's doing what, give me an athletics check. Unless you're really trying to do some cool ninja shit, then I'll give you acrobatics. But
I'm gonna do some. I mean, originally I was gonna be like, "Yo, she cannot athletics this. She's not athletic."
you
But
guys
if I
are,
can acrobatics it,
yeah. There's spots where you can do it. You might have to athletics a little bit here and there, but
all right.
the wolf is halfway up already.
That wolf is so cool. I got a 25 on my athletics.
Ooh.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Let's
I got a
go.
12, so I'm struggling, but then Locke is gonna do like how climbers like shoot up their legs to like find purchase on things so I can roll for
Oh.
acrobatics.
All right. Oh God, Locke, what do you roll?
I got a 16.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Locke, like, okay, Bagram and Ty, you were like climbing this easy. You were like even hoisting yourself up with one arm at some points and getting a lot of distance. Locke, you are struggling a little bit, and you like lift up your leg to get purchase on somewhere, and you feel like a crack and a pop in your back and everything, and it's not bad. It's like, I needed this, and you kind of like,
Yeah, it's realigning it from the
My back is better from before, everyone.
Because you're exercising.
yeah, there's a little something in your head being like, hey, it's good to like stretch before you do activities.
Okay, Bagram, go away.
And like you get purchased and you start climbing your way up a little bit, and like I think Locke's daring enough that like he maybe like swings and like leaps onto things and like maybe almost falls up, but like pulls himself up. And all right, Fia, what's your roll?
I got an 18.
18. Okay.
Acrobatics, of course.
Yeah. So like, yeah, as the wolf is at first you neglect to follow in the wolf's footsteps because how dare this
Sounds
wolf
all right.
showing up, but you're realizing that the wolf can't exactly climb like everyone else and is kind of leaping in places. You're like, wait a second, I can do that too. So you you eventually catch up to Locke and then start to outpace him, but
Fuck.
So it's
But-
like, watch what I do, buddy. You got this.
the two in the front, could you give me perception checks as you guys are making headway?
14.
Guess I'm in the front. Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
muscles.
Yeah,
Sorry.
muscles.
That is a 19. Holy
Come on,
cow.
muscles leaky.
Let's go.
All right. As
My
you are
boy's time to
climbing,
shine finally.
as you are climbing, there's a section where you're actually like running up part of a bridge, and you like leap up, and there's like a chunk of staircase that you like grab onto and like hoist yourself up and like get one knee and push yourself up, and you kind of see like there is a outcropping of like a cliff here and there. This cliff being made from all the debris falling in, and you see that there are these little guys standing there. They're like a couple feet tall. They're kind of like, they look like they're made out of leaves and flowers, and they got these like bright little yellow eyes, and they kind of just look at you, and they like shake a little bit, and they Koroks. God, we got in a mask or something at work the other week, and it was like a man's face, and it was completely wood, but it was in like the pose of a Korok, and it had like the right amount of limbs and points that I'm like, this is just a Korok with a man's face.
Amazing. That's why they wear the little leaf, because
Yeah.
You have to cover up that face.
Anyways, Bygram, you see these little nature spirits of some kind, and they kind of look at you, and you kind of like catch the, like you kind of. He looks at me. I look at him.
And he looks
Looks
at me.
at me.
Oh,
Look at
no.
him. And like anyone, I'm gonna say Ty notices this. If she, I don't think she necessarily sees these guys yet, but she does watch as Bygram's eyes glow green a little bit. Bygram, you and these guys, your eyes both glow green a little bit,
Oh.
and there's a brief moment where you are kind of pulled out of your consciousness, and you see this gate of like bluish, like gray and blue kind of stone, and you're pulled through it, and you're pulled past a wooden door, and it's hard to tell. You're weaving through a maze of like wooden walls that are carved with like reliefs of animals and flowers, and a woman with like two swords or like horns. Down, you kind of like are. There's a moment of fear as you are brought towards a wall and slam right through it and down into a deep dark tunnel. There is some sort of stone labyrinth that you pass through, and there is a grove of an eerie bioluminescent, you're not sure if it's fungus or if it's trees, but you can kind of see something pulsing, and your vision snaps back, and as it does, the little dudes are gone.
Whoa, that was.
Move, you're taking up the space.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ty, you like get onto the staircase and push up, and like kind of, there's not enough room for both of you. You kind of shove back a little bit.
Okay, I get it. We're both thick, it's all right. I'm gonna pull myself up. So rude.
You good? Where'd that wolf girl go?
I don't know, but I saw your little tree friends.
What?
Not tree friends, they're leaves, and I just had a weird vision, and Bygram's going to try to relate what he saw the best that he can without sounding crazy.
Past that point.
Okay. That was rude, but that's fine.
So this mine was just step one.
Certainly feels like it. Yeah, it's
Okay.
just wooden maze, woman with two swords, kind of. We gotta find this big grove of fungi, I think. I hope.
Okay. Well, you've got a direction.
Yeah.
She obviously needed you to come here.
Yeah, I just hope I can. Well, at least I know I'm not alone in this quest, and that makes it easier. And thanks for what you did back there with, well, everything you've been.
What you mean combusting? Don't know if that was really helpful.
I mean, it brought everyone closer together, I feel.
Yeah, maybe that's not a good thing.
I mean, so long as you don't, I think we're fine.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. So through the temple then?
Yeah, through the temple. As soon as I guess Fia and Locke
Come
get
on,
up here.
Locke.
I'm
Get
not
up
gonna
that
make
leg.
it. Just go on
You're
without
gonna
me.
make it. Do you need me to throw you a rope?
Okay.
It's not really
Alright,
their
I'll throw
forte.
you the rope.
You also
Oh,
watch
no.
as
Come on, leg.
Locke is not the only person having trouble. Moria is dexterous, but she's not necessarily a climber.
Oh. Bagram's gonna throw some rope
The
down.
wolf,
Moira.
you asked earlier where the
Moira.
wolf was. The wolf actually like made it to the top, came back down, and is helping her friend up.
Oh, this is the best wolf.
Watching like Moria's like collapsed on her back, like I don't do a lot of
That would have been me.
yeah.
Just saying.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't because of my amazing size, as Locke pointed out.
As a person with also amazing thighs, they get the job done.
He'll
We
climb
both
up
got
and like
impressive
roll,
yams.
Roll over and be like, one day I too will have amazing thighs.
You're getting there, buddy.
I got you.
Of all that
You've
cheese.
just got to get you climbing the mast a little bit more.
And my one ab is back.
I think that's a hernia. I think you're gonna need to fall back.
It's just cheese.
It's just a bloated tummy.
Okay, I did it. I'm
You
here.
You
did.
did it.
Byram had a vision.
Oh, a
Did you?
vision.
Yeah,
Finally got spell reception.
not kinda. It's like a
God,
boost.
Right.
Stop talking about cell reception. It doesn't exist.
You got the godfire.
Make me.
You don't know what a cell phone is.
I was
You
in a
might have
parallel
Chris-
universe.
You might have crystals that allow you to have flashlights now, but you don't have cell phones yet.
Oh, you got the sending
Yes.
stone. Got it.
That's basically a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you guys actually, there's a bit of a bit of a lip, but you can kind of see there's more like the remnants of stone stairs, but you can kind of see that you're almost at the top. Do you keep
But
going?
we're
or do
still
you-
in the ground?
You're almost at the top.
Holy shit, I thought we were out.
Do you guys keep
What
going
kind
forward, or
of
do you give up?
purgatory hellscape is this?
We're not
Do you
giving
keep
up.
going?
We're going.
Perfect. All right, you can see the new map.
Da, 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 da.
So you make your way up
Ooh.
onto this walkway, a wide bridge made of carved stone, made to look like wood. There are the remnants of runes and words and statues and, you're not certain, other religious iconography. There are vines that are peering kind of out from the ground, from the forest itself, that kind of wrap around the edge of this bridge. Behind you, across from you, you can see there's a wide chasm and the dilapidated remains of some kind of building. More than half of it gone. Can make out small bits of furniture here and there, beds, maybe a desk, but it's a ways away. Ahead of you, you see that there is sort of a spattering of different colored moss and strange plant life, but all of it kind of curls around this large slate blue gate. It is circular. It is carved with reliefs of Myliki and her two horn blades. There are different animals, and at the very apex of it, there are branches of a tree that coalesce into a unicorn. The gate here, this walkway, seems to have been left to nature in the last couple decades. It's covered in vines. They seem unaffected by the strange vegetation around it, though. Past the gate, you can see the remnants of elegant elven carpet that makes its way up to a fortified wooden door. The door is carved to look like a tree. The branches curling into what would be stained glass windows. As all of you make your way up here, you see kind of past the gate onto this temple of stone and wood made to look like some kind of fortress woven together from different parts of nature. You see little figures. Strange little... You're not sure if they're humanoids or if they're spirits. They all have sort of glowing, burning purple eyes. Some of them seem to be made up of twigs. Some of them are some massive tendrils. But you see all of them clock you and then disappear.
And now the little guys went away again.
Bagram, as you look at these guys, you get a sense of animosity. As compared to the ones that you saw earlier, these ones are bigger, and they don't seem... The ones that you met earlier, there was a sense of urgency, but also calm from them. And Bagram, do you step forward at all towards the gate?
Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would definitely.
All right, Bagram. As you do, different runes and different symbols across all of the stone here, as well as the gate, flash a brilliant green color, as is your holy symbol. And there's a sense in you that this is where you're meant to be, but also that this area, for all the chaos and carnage around it, is safe. Your holy symbol dims and the lights and the runes and the carvings go out. And as they do, we'll end tonight's session.
No!
Thank you for coming with us as we make our way to the Temple of Myliki.
How dare you end it here?
Yeah.